What's happening, everybody? My name is Mr. Info 5000. And today we're going to be talking about a story about a 31-year-old woman who, you can say the M word, with a 13-year-old boy, and had a baby by the 13-year-old boy. And she has custody of the child. This happened about a year ago. She's going to do 90 days in jail. And they added on like 10 years of some type of probation / counseling and all of the above. And they claim they're doing all of this leniency because they want to do what's best for the child. So if the situations were reversed, 31-year-old man impregnates a 13-year-old girl, you think he get 90 days in jail and 10 years of counseling / probation? I think not. And they claim it's in the best interest of the child. And then this is not the same situation, but it just lets you know how they cater to women and things of that nature, because in a normal heterosexual relationship, 90% of the time, the children go to the men. Heck, the children go to the woman, and the man don't even have to be the father. All she has to say is, like, he's the father. They go after him for child support. They get child support. And then that be that. Of course, this is not the case in this case, but it lets you know how unfair the deck is stacked against just men. But I think there's a reason for that. And it's going to sound weird, but it's interesting that women consume more than anything. So anything that can be put in their favor and kept in their favor is always going to be accepted. Men are more pragmatic with certain things. That's why things are not in our favor. If it don't make sense to us, we don't do it. So that's why a lot of things are tilted in favor of women in the matriarchy. They are more influenced by society than men are. And when you live in a capitalist society, which is, I love capitalism, it's still a great thing. It's still a great thing, but in a capitalist society, things tend to never stay toward the middle. They always go to one extreme or the other. So say if some was happening here in favor of this group, it never just kind of skirts to the center. It always goes to the extreme. Always goes to the extreme. And I think that's a part of just a capitalist society, and people are being lazy and things of that nature and do certain things just to stay in power. But coming up is just a quick news clip of where the case is updated for now. So comment, like, subscribe, share, and then check this clip out.
31-year-old woman who admitted to having sex with a 13-year-old boy and becoming pregnant with his child last year is headed to jail. This is after our investigative team spoke with the victim's family and learned a plea deal offered to her earlier this year did not include jail time. 11 News reporter Lauren Watson was in the courtroom when that woman was sentenced today and joins me in studio now. Lauren, Andrew Serrano's deal would have her serve 10 years to life on sex offender intensive supervised probation.
Adam, those terms still stand, and she'll now serve 90 days in jail as well, after a judge said he was not convinced that jail time was unwarranted in the case. Victim's mother expressed disappointment with the deal from the moment it was presented, believing those involved in its creation were going easier on Serrano because she was a woman. These are beliefs that she reiterated today as she asked the judge to reconsider jail time in his sentence. Prosecutors said today that when the deal was offered, they believed all parties wanted the best for the baby, and that's why that specific deal was made. The defense said similar pleas had been made in the past for similar offenders, regardless of their gender, and that Serrano has turned her life around since this occurred and deserves to be around her children. Despite this argument, the judge did add the 90 days to Serrano's sentence, saying he was concerned about the message to the community if she were to avoid jail time. Serrano must be present at the jail by next Friday, giving her a week to make sure her children are taken care of while she's incarcerated. Back to you.
Okay.